Hello, Chloe here. As you can see, it's a bit of a different view today. You can see the bottom part of the calic shelf, and that's because today we will be redecorating and reorganizing this entire shelf, mainly because I feel like I can maximize on space a little more, especially on the bottom, as well as make the top row a little less cluttered. And another reason is because I kind of just have things in random places that were supposed to be temporary but have just been sitting there. But today I will remedy all of that and make this shelf a little nicer. So let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna start off by removing everything from the shelf, starting from the top. This Katarina Nendoroid is a bit dusty, which is weird because the Dark Magician Girl one is pretty much spotless. This first cubicle used to have my ReZero light novels, but now it's just random stuff I put there. And then the second shelf is a mess of just random stuff as well that I couldn't put anywhere else. I will be moving all of these art books and manhwas to a bigger bookshelf so I have everything together. This bottom row will mostly stay the same, where I keep all of the heavier and bigger boxes and stuff, but I will be adding more in the back just to maximize a little more on space. These two cubicles are probably my favorite, but it does look a bit cluttered with all the books and magazines, so I'll be moving those out as well. This Yukina is really dusty, but this scaled Yukina is clean. Okay, so I've removed everything and then gave it a quick dusting, as well as wiped it down with a bit of Lysol just to make it extra clean. So now I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown of what I'm planning for each cubicle. So on the leftmost shelf, I will be putting my Starlight stuff. I'm going to be removing my figures from the DTOF as well as the acrylic stands, and moving them out here. And in the two middle shelves, I'm going to have my Nendoroids there. And then on the rightmost shelf, it's just going to be the same Bandori setup, except I'm going to be removing the magazines. And on the bottom row, it's going to be mostly the same, I'm just gonna be adding some more stuff that I don't want to see or just kind of have hidden away. So yeah, other than that, pretty much the same. And for the top, I'm just gonna put whatever's left behind and add some new stuff. So yeah, that's basically the plan for now. Might switch it up as I go, but for now, this is it, and let's just get started. Okay, so this first shelf is going to be my review Starlight shelf. So I'm gonna have this CD box that holds all my albums here. And these are just empty boxes that had some merch in it before. They were in my DTOF, and I'm just gonna put them here to act as risers for the acrylic stands. I'm putting them in order of like their official lineup, but from memory. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's something like this. Okay, and now I have my figures here. I brought them out of the DTOF. So here's the cut-in one, and she'll be up front on the right. And then I have my Hikari one as well, and she'll be right next to cut-in on the left. I really do wish that they would make more figures because these aren't really the best, but it is all we have, so I'm still glad that I have them, but it would be nice to have the other girls as well. And now I'm just putting back the little mini shrines that I had before. And of course, I can't forget the little frog offering for Nana. And that's pretty much it for the first shelf. Okay, so I have this Butao lamp box here. I thought I can like hide it back here since I will be putting this acrylic riser for my Nendos to stand on. And I don't know, I just thought I could like hide the box here. Not sure if I like it here, but I think I'm just gonna keep it here for now since I won't be able to see it anyways. Since there's not that much space on the topmost shelf, I'm just gonna be putting random stuff like this Kevin acrylic stand and this frog figurine. This is gonna be temporary until I just move them somewhere else, but for now I'm just gonna keep them here. And then I'm gonna just start putting all my Nendos that were displayed before on the rest of the shelves. And in this third cubicle, I'm kind of recreating a previous setup that I had like a year ago. So I'm moving this Idol Amelia figure from Eastream out from my DTOF, and then I'm going to surround her with my Bandori Nendoroids. So I don't have any more small risers, so it's gonna look a little different, but once I get them, it'll look a little bit nicer. So this is kind of temporary, but also what the final setup will pretty much look like, except with the risers. And for this last cubicle on the top row, I'm just going to be putting back all of the Bandori stuff I had here before, minus the magazines. Okay, finally on the bottom row, so you can see there are wires and outlets here, and that's why I basically have the bigger, bulkier items like boxes to hide it. And I'm going to be hiding this D box, the A to Z D figure box here, because this Nier special edition is just big enough so that I can fit that in. So yeah, that's what I meant by like maximizing on space, just filling in empty spaces with like things I could hide. And then on this gap here, I'm going to be fitting in this giant Atelier Sophie collector's edition as well. On the remaining space, I'm gonna squeeze in this Starlight bromide folder. So this Sophie box is really long, but it's just long enough to fit in here, which is perfect. And this Starlight folder, I was kind of worried that it wouldn't fit, but it actually fit in perfectly. Totally planned this. And in the second shelf, I have this power strip cord sticking out for when I'm filming. So I'm just gonna put plushies here so that it's easier to store away when I'm not using it, and also easy to kind of bring out when I am. So just gonna put plushies here. And since I'm putting the Mr. White plushie, I'm just gonna put my other Starlight plushies here as well. And then here, I just have some random Disney plushies that I don't really have a space for at the moment. So I just stuffed them here to kind of fill in the space. And then I'm gonna put this riser here to kind of give some of the smaller plushies a little more height. And also, I don't really have a use for this at the moment, so it's just gonna be down here. So I'm just moving the smaller plushies from earlier out because I don't like that they're pretty much blocked by the bigger plushies, and I'm gonna replace them with the Shinobu plushie. At least the colors match. And then for the last cubicle, it's just gonna be pretty much the same as what I had before, with the vinyls and my Blu-rays and whatever else was there. And we're done with the bottom portion of the calyx. Okay, so moving back to the top part of the shelf, I'm gonna be putting back my giant Tifa in her rightful space because I can't put her anywhere else. And then I'm going to be putting back the moon lamp as well as the books that it sits on. And gotta get my plushies as well because I just love them so much. And over here, I'm just putting this big riser thing so I can put some of my 3 houses plushies on this because I kind of filled up the space on my Fire Emblem shelf, so I'm gonna put them here and then maybe add some other stuff to kind of fill in the space because this is a little bit wider. And since I've already moved out most of the things from my Starlight shelf on the D-top, I'm also moving out the rest of it. And I'm gonna move this mug that the figures used to stand on under this riser just to fill in the space. And then up front, I'm going to be placing the remaining acrylic stands because if I'm being honest, I'm just lazy to store them away properly. And there's space here, so I'll just fill it with this for now. And on this riser, I'm going to be putting this little Raiden Shogun figure that I picked up from Etsy a little while back. And next to her, I'm going to put this adorable Yaemiko in her fox form. I love it so much, it's so adorable. And from here, I'm just going to be filling in the gaps with everything else that used to be up here and didn't find a new spot for. Okay, so I forgot to hit record while I was kind of moving things around and adding back a little more stuff that I forgot about, and yeah, that's my bad, but this is pretty much the final result for now. I'm just gonna see how I like it for about a week or two and kind of just move things around as I see fit. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the end result, and especially with the bottom cubicles. I feel like I did declutter this a lot, but at the same time I made the top part a little more cluttered, but I'm not mad. I do like it. So yeah, hopefully this was kind of interesting or entertaining to see. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.